Instead of the Temper Sword, they could have gone for an anti-mage as well.
Yeah.
Like if they caught enough pain.
Okay. Draft done then, Jacob. A very unorthodox draft from both teams.
Navi picked up a greedy 4 position in the Sand King, who wants to be able to stack and then farm with Sandstorm. And he's gonna apparently have the backup of Z-Freak. Elder Titan, very common, is gonna be running aggro.
Z-Freak with Howl being applied. Z-Freak's actually in trouble right now. Commits the very fire, but there's enough damage from Navi. They'll take the kill.
It's because he's so outspoken.
And which one do you take, Chessie or Limp?
Probably Limp, just because he's a tiny player. And there aren't many of those.
How about we help bring this game back right out of the game with Turn and Z-Freak? Snako again with the Howl damage. Z-Freak took it down. They're going to find another one. Making it to the tree line. Swindles is trying to chase him down.
Come on, you got to kill Artstyle.
Artstyle, what do you do? It's a rock and a hard creep.
Yeah, all right.
I'll take your tribute.
They trade one for
Hanskin under the cover of an Invis ring is coming up against the No March Tinker.
There's no mana on Limp.
Limp moves forward. The Sunray, okay, that turned off pretty early into an Icarus dive, and Dendy will waltz back the tower. Limp actually so low. Verify has to be committed. Snako also on his way in. Wants to Hanskin from getting the damage off with the Burrow Strike. Snako being involved with the Kent Tinker is still going to go down. No! The rotation, but the Sandstorm ends up killing off a Phoenix. The Sing Sand does burn as Z-Freak just has to wander around Snako.
That was the most confusing mid.
Liquid versus Navi, I think, where they had the offlane Timber versus the safe lane Lycan solo. And
nice kill on Limp.
Snako just makes things happen. I don't really know how.
Stomp on bottom. Swindles does not want to initiate into that one.
So what was it about the Timber style Lycan?
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, the lane sucks, but I think Ditya Ra learned from that game. And he's going to apply it to this game. He's going to say that lane sucked. So
let's make it not suck. Burrow Strike on Swindles, the Shadow Wave heal, the Wolves around him. Swindles! No! He can't survive, he ticks down. Z-Freak almost made enough space for us. General.
That ultimately leads to him dying to the Dazzle last hit.
General's making a break for the trees. They're going to commit Chrono and actually catches Limp in the middle of it. The Burrow Strike. How is Snako here again? He's going up after Hanskin, and the Beastmaster finds the kill. So you get a 1-for-1 trade-off.
Yeah, he has to hit the Stomp, and he's got it.
Yeah, Stomp's going to connect.
There's no blink.
Sonic Wave. He has it on cooldown. The dive will come forward from Hanskin, but then the laser, well, Burrow Strike will be off mark from Snako. The Z-Freak, the tower doesn't reach Dendy. He doesn't cover much. The machine. Z-Freak's taking so much damage as well. Just need a little bit of vision for Dendy's level 2 rocket.
Oh, he's going to be caught by
enough, but Hallow did a give a little bit more money over to him. There's even a haster and he can pick up if he wants to. The rocket's flying in. Very fire consumption. He makes a break for the Ancients. Denied. No! Lycan will take the
Dendy completely down. His smoke's going to break.
The Ob sees it. Dendy. He wants to stack Chessie. He'll commit the Chronosphere. TP supports. They're not coming in. Z-Freak going to go for the follow-up stomp. Actually, that was way too close. Can they actually take this? You commit Sonic Wave to stop this? No. Artstyle's rotating over. They've already started the Shadow Wave on the heroes, so the armor is not that great at the moment. And the stomp again from Z-Freak, trying to create space, but Hallow's an Echo! Looking to come in from the side. You got the Timber Chain forward from Swindles, but Swindles puts himself in the middle of the epicenter, and Chessie's there as well. Zaneko hiding in the Sandstorm. Swindles chains away, but Arstyle's all over it. The Nova, it's going to crack out from Hanskin, but really ineffective up against the rest of Navi, who are just happy to keep battling. They're going to find Hanskin on the hillside, and King of the Hill belongs to Snako. And what a wonderful spot to Sandstorm.
Just goes.
Snako, ready to go again. Limp, going to blink himself over to the Ancients, into the arms of Diddy Ra. The Sunray is going to turn up. Snako can't blink up just yet, so they don't have their stun available. The wall's in the back, and there she is. Blink forward, Shadow Wave damage, and Limp's just going to...
Right now?
Yeah, maybe.
I think after that first Sonic Wave, ever since then, things have just been kind of going downhill. Because that should have been a kill for them. That would have been the levels that Z-Freak needed.
It's like he's jumped self. Chronosphere going to go. Arstyle's the primary target, but they may not kill him in time. The Burrow Strike cancels Hanskin. Arstyle going to self-grave, and Hanskin's already down. Z-Freak gets the stomp off, but the damage is still falling in with the force. They find the kill. D-Ra's going 1-on-2 a little bit further up, but they turn around. They find Swindles in the tree line. It's 14-4 at the moment. Complexity, they're being torn to shreds. They're being ravaged without even a Tidehunter on the field.
All right, Pikeout's a genius. 25 minutes, he was right.
No,
Never doubted.
To wait for the Tinker.
I believe, guys.
They're coming in again. TP forward, Z-Freak's the man there. Spirit looking for the stomp timing again as General waits around a little bit close. The stomp's going to connect. And General, the Sonic Wave's going to connect. General can't walk away. Snako blinks himself forward. And in with a Burrow Strike, Snako is going to try and TP out. He actually escapes. That should not be happening at the moment. And Arstar playing Ringa Rosie. He can't get the Shallow Grave off in time. Was to be the play to go into the TP out. And Chessie, so
Fire
low,
Spirits.
Dandy is...
Fire Spirits.
No.
Okay.
9 HP.
Yeah.
That is exactly the build.
That's... Yeah, you don't even have like any other magic damage, but
he's
Seneko
behind.
by himself.
Chessie goes to the chrono, he catches that Arstar as well as Yurab, but there's just no damage on Chessie. You'll have the committal out, but then the Shallow Grave, Arstar buys more time. Duran's going to turn the Lycan form, and they're in through the rear. The fight is going to be split up. Swindles might be able to find himself one kill. The Navi gets taken care of by Navi and Swindles. Chains away. General is low, but they're fighting in a bunch of the machines and Chessie. He's
We got the
lost
mash.
tree line. They finally get it. No, they don't. Did it run? Walks away. Snake to the tree line. He'll survive. No! There it is! You got it. Complexity have won the battle. They may not have won the war, but they've won the battle.
Dude, that's a moral
Seneko.
victory as far as I'm...
Seneko's playing amazing. Complexity, not so
Limp.
much.
He just blinked
Dead
into
again.
this. Well, when it rains, it pours Complexity gold.
always going to counter-initiate on you and blow you up. It's not even like the Queen of Pain. Her timing is a little bit behind, but it's just everybody from Navi's so farmed. Like a Necro 3 Vlad's on.
Already finds the TP's coming in. The roar's over on Chessie. They want to take the chrono out. Then he's in there. Is the damage going to be enough? The chronosphere. It catches General, but Swindle's being mopped up. The Sonic Wave will connect for General. It takes forever for Chessie to kill him, even with the Echo Saber up his sleeve. The Nova will pop up now from Hanskin. Seneko's here. Seneko all over him. Goodbye, Lin. The double rockets from Dandy. Z-Freak, you can split everything you want, but he does it defensively. Danny's right behind him. He's actually diving almost to Tier 4 towers. Yo, boys, not your home. Bail out now. You're going a little bit too deep, especially with the buyback out from the Void.
I mean, you got to buy back out of the Void, though. That's good enough.
That is like...
He's dead again. Seneko actually Burrow strikes him while Swindles is mid-timber chain. Dandy comes in to help out. General's all over it. And they could just keep going everywhere. Ward vision is everywhere. And Z-Freak walks underneath another one. Again, Seneko's your frontline man. He goes for the stomp. Seneko force stuff out just in case. But that even doesn't have an effect. The walls will scat out Limp, as well as Hanskin running down south, and that just opens up Navi to...
I just like he's got Necrobook 3. I mean, there's not a lot to analyze. They're just getting off around the map. They're losing objectives at the same time. Dagon completed now on Dendi.
Run over, demolished, trampled.
Yeah.
You trying to find any other like
we could just keep repeating the same phrases with different synonyms, but
This is just a clean Navi. I think this is the best game that I've seen them play throughout this entire day.
They're looking for more. I still love how Swindles believes he has enough confidence to be here. Epicenter. Right now, Seneko has taken up baking. That's the icing on the cake against Timbersaw. And they run in. They're going to go for the tier 3 tower as well. 22 minutes. Pycat be genius.
He was not far off.
They just keep going for more. And Complexity. Like, you can't stop this. You blink up. They at least find General to get the Orchid over on the Beastmaster.
but he can't kill him fast enough.
They've got their back. Denny's the one to be initiated on with the Roar on Hanskin. The damage isn't there. The ET split is coming with the Shallow Grave. Make sure Denny stays alive. You buy back over on the Phoenix. But really, what's it going to achieve? Chessie actually has to hide up on a hillside. But Seneko is there to join him as King of the Hell. Complexity back to base. And basically back to, well, Oblivion. There is no way they can win this. Navi are fountain diving. A Nova
What's going on?
You're bound to survive. General will die. Navi, don't go back 4 years. Don't go too deep. They go GG. 31-11. Complexity have been slaughtered here in Frankfurt.
Navi are so happy, and why wouldn't they be? They survived through the fire that is Saturday, and they go on to playoff Sunday, and they did it in such a fun, clean game. Fun for them anyway. Complexity, those poor guys, they just